I don't like Salmon Run. I really don't like Salmon Run. There's something about this mode that makes me want to hurl my Pro Controller across the room. I don't know if it's the sheer boredom I endure from playing this mode, or the old memories of being overrun by Salmonid after Salmonid, but the thought of playing Salmon Run fills me with dread. And yes, I know many people love this mode, and if you enjoy playing it, more power to you. Please don't attack me for my opinion, okay? Hey everyone, it's InfiniteCaz here, and today I'm going to be talking about Salmon Run and why I dislike it. Please remember to like and subscribe, as it really helps me out, and with that out of the way, let's get right into it. First of all, let me give you a brief summary of the mode and what it's all about. Salmon Run is Splatoon 2's Horde mode, where you and 3 other players fight to defend off invading Salmonids and collect golden eggs from Mr. Grizz, your mysterious boss. Each game has 3 rounds, which last 100 seconds. In each round you need to collect a set amount of golden eggs and avoid getting wiped out. If you die, you will use your lifesaver, and you can move slowly around the map. If a fellow teammate shoots your lifesaver, you will be revived and continue to murder the incoming mob of Salmonids waiting for you. If you fail to meet the quota or you all get splattered, you lose, and to ensure this doesn't happen, you need to play smart throughout the whole game, especially in the final round. There are 5 stages that rotate through, some I like, others I despise with a passion. Let's quickly run through them. Spawning grounds. The basic map, nothing wrong with it, but the grates can be annoying in high tide. Marooner's Bay, my second favourite map. I like its design and it's fun to play on, but requires some travelling if bosses spawn on the wrong side of the ship. Lost Outposts, my favourite map. It's not too big and by far the least frustrating. If all the maps were like this, maybe I would want to play this mode more often. Salmonoid Smokeyard. I hate this map with a burning passion. Just everything about it frustrates me. Why is there no space to go in high tide, and why is the low tide area so boring? I could probably make a whole vid ranting about my experiences on this godforsaken map, but that wouldn't be a good idea. Ruins of Ark Polaris. The last map added. I like its theme and I enjoy playing on it in high and low tide, but it's too big for me in mid, and if my team doesn't want to collect any eggs, there's no way I'm winning. I have no issues with this style of mode, but it gets repetitive very quickly. To collect the ward and reach the higher ranks, you will need to grind Salmon Run out, and the lack of variety stops me from enjoying any prolonged play session. There are a number of ranks to play through, and the higher rank you go, the higher the hazard level, which is the Salmon Run difficulty gauge. The higher the hazard level, the more frequent boss salmonids spawn, and the more eggs you must collect per round. I enjoy the rise in difficulty, however, there are not huge distinctions between the higher difficulty levels, with the only noticeable change being the egg quota. There are a variety of special rounds that can appear throughout the game, the first being different tides. Throughout each game, the tide will randomly rise and fall in between rounds, which can either change your workspace in low tide or increase your chance of losing with a high tide. There are a multitude of events that drastically change the dynamic of the round, such as the Mothership, where golden egg holding salmonids fall from the sky, or Coalhawk Charge, where you use cannons to defend yourself from a wave of Coalhawks at the shore. They are enjoyable at first, but they soon become very repetitive. The Goldie Seeking round I hate in particular, especially when you're paired with randoms that open every valve and swarm you with salmonids. This brings me to my biggest problem with Salmon Run. No matter how high my rank goes up, when playing with randoms it's impossible to coordinate. Salmon Run is a mode that relies on coordination, especially when it comes to the higher hazard levels, and the simple this way command does very little to help. I can't count the times I've lost due to a teammate that prioritises getting a golden egg into the basket rather than revive a struggling co-worker. It's frustrating, even more so than ranked as you can lose so quickly, and if you die, you rely on your team to revive you. Every time I lose, I feel infinitely more frustrated than in ranked, which makes me want to play the mode even less. Because it's so easy to get to professional, you often find yourself paired with lower level players, and the game is either unbearably easy or stupidly difficult. Another reason why I hate Salmon Run is the bosses in the game. I know they're supposed to provide a challenge, but after playing Salmon Run for a long time, you instantly connect bad memories with each boss you encounter. Let's run through them, from most to least tolerable. Number 7, the Scrapper. The least deadly and easiest to deal with, I don't mind it that much. The only issue I have dealing with it is when I'm out of ink and backed up into a corner, but that's a rare occurrence. Number 6, Moors. I don't mind this boss either. It's killed quickly and is easy to lure towards the basket. Like the Scrapper, it can be difficult to flee from if you're low on ink, but overall the easy golden eggs I've got from it make up for the moments of frustration. Number 5, Steelhead. While frustrating, this boss is easy enough to take out that it's rarely a nuisance, but when you're overwhelmed, it's Steelheads at the front line bombarding you with explosives. Not the worst boss, but brings back bad memories every time I get splatted by one of their bombs. Number 4, Steel Eel, the last of the tolerable bosses. While the Steel Eel spreads a lot of ink and is deadly, it's easy to take out providing you can reach its weak point. Number 3, Drizzler. This boss is the one where you forget it exists, then all of a sudden you're faced with half a dozen rain clouds that you can't run from. It's also hard to take one down before they unleash a cloud, and overall the Drizzler's just frustrating to deal with. Number 2, Stinger. I hate this boss. They all seem to spawn on the opposite side of the map, and when you're backed into a corner there's nothing you can do to save yourself from the impending doom. While they're easy to destroy from up close, they're that one boss you can't escape from, and getting stuck in ink when one has its sights on you is a death wish. Number 1, Flyfish. The Flyfish is by far the worst boss in this mode. The amount of times I've died from its missiles or trying to take it out is ridiculous. It's by far the worst boss to deal with, as you need 2 well-aimed splat bombs, and the Flyfish's missiles can hit you from anywhere in return. It's so easy to get trapped by a barrage of missiles, which makes it the worst boss by far. But why do I hate this game so much? It's not necessarily the core gameplay, but the repetitive nature of the mode and rewards. There are only 3 rounds, and once you've played the mode several times, you always know what's coming. There are a limited amount of situations the game can put you in, and only a couple of special events change the gameplay significantly. Every round is the same: kill the salmonids, collect the eggs, etc, etc. The same issue can be said for the rewards. While at the lower levels they are useful, once you've unlocked everything, most of the rewards don't serve much of a purpose. Every rotation you unlock 2 super bonuses, which have a guaranteed chance of getting the 10% reward. The rewards are one of 5 categories: money, drink tickets, gear abilities, and level/coin tickets. For me, the only useful ones are the drink tickets and ability chunks, and maybe the gear. But even if the rewards are useful, I would rather just play the main game mode and level up my gear. Also, once you hit the higher ranks, you earn both your super bonuses very quickly, and all rewards past that are gear, which gives you even less incentive to play Salmon Run. The main issue I have with Salmon Run is how frustrating the mode can become, as it's so easy to lose the game if everyone gets trapped in a corner. It's also very repetitive, and doesn't have as much replay value as a consequence. Because you always fight AI, the difficulty stays very consistent, and it leads to a loss of variety that ranked and league matches have. Also, because weapons are random outside local play, some rotations are harder or less enjoyable than others, and playing with the 4 same weapons makes the gameplay even more repetitive. It's not that Salmon Run is necessarily bad, but it has a number of flaws that make me play the main game over it. If these flaws could be fixed, I would be incentivized to play the mode much more. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching till the end. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Bye!